Hello humans, Alison and Toni here from BlueLion, your favorite HR humans. We are coming to you with another HR topic of the week. Today we are going to be talking about Massachusetts sick leave.
Sick leave. Not to be confused with Massachusetts
Paid family
medical leave. Yeah, there's
no.
a lot of letters.
Not that one. Today is
one.
sick leave.
Sick leave. Back from 2016.
Yes, we're reaching deep.
People still don't recognize how to make this work though. So today we're going to give you a quick down and dirty of how the mass sick time works. Number one.
Who's it for?
Everybody. Yeah.
I have one employee.
Fun fact. You still have to give the mass sick leave, but it can be unpaid.
10 employees?
Unpaid.
15?
Paid.
When did it switch?
11. 11's the number. 11's the magic number. So at 11 employees, you have to be able to provide the paid leave for the sick time. 10 and under, you still have to be able to provide the leave, but it does not have to be paid. So the accrual still needs to happen. You still need to comply, but you don't have to pay it.
Wait a minute. You used the word accrual.
Yep.
How much and how often are they getting?
So first of all, it's important to know everyone gets it. So whether they're part-time, full-time, seasonal, all employees who work for an organization are allowed to accrue mass sick time. The accrual rate is 1 hour of sick pay or leave, like I said, if you're 10 and under, 11 and older, for every 30 hours worked. Yeah.
Okay.
1 hour for every 30 hours worked is what they get to accrue to take off.
Okay.
Yeah. It's not that difficult. However, I usually try and break it down into math. So on average, it's actually 0.33 hours for every hour worked. Make it a little bit easier. You don't have to break it down as far. Yeah.
She likes to keep it down. Okay, so I just use it, and then if I don't use it, I just lose it?
No, that's not how it works. So there is a rollover process to it.
Oh.
You have to allow an employee to accrue up to 40 hours a year. That's the max limit of accrual. So I only accrue up to 40. You don't have to accrue above that. That's your annual limit is 40 hours in a year. 40 hours is also the limit of what can be rolled over from 1 year to the next. 40 hours is also the limit of how much I can use in a year.
So complicated. So if
complicated.
I accrue 40
Yes.
and I roll over 40
Yes.
and I accrue another 40,
Yep.
I cannot take 80.
No.
Understood.
Only 40.
So really that's meant to help out those part-time individuals
Yep.
to give them that ability to continue to grow a buffer when they're not
Absolutely.
working the full-time.
Yes,
Awesome.
absolutely. Yes.
Now, what about when I terminate?
Great question. So Massachusetts law requires payment of vacation time if you offer it. A lot of people think sick time works the same way. Thank you, Massachusetts, for doing something right. You do not have to pay out mass sick time if there is a balance when an employee leaves.
Do I get to take it with me to my next job?
No, you don't get to take it with you to your next job. You do get to start accruing at your next job immediately upon hire.
Oh, so on day one I can accrue, so after a couple weeks I can take a couple hours?
You can't take a couple hours. You have to be with the employer for 90 days to be able to use your time in order to have the accrual that you've accrued.
Those darn waiting periods. Anything else about use I need to know? So it's just, I can just call in and be like, I don't feel good.
Yes. So there is some things to know about the use. One is it is designed to be sick. So unlike a vacation where you can say, okay, I need to have a certain amount of time ahead, sick time is used when you wake up and you don't feel well. It can also be used for appointments that have to do with medical or dental. So those do need to be required to have asked in advance. And usually the buffer is about a week. So you need to let your employer know about a week in advance if you need to take a day off to go to the doctor or the dentist or any kind of medical appointment. You also get to use it if your child or a dependent, spouse, significant other, is sick and you need to take time off or take them to the doctor or to the dentist. So appointments and sick time is truthfully what this is designed for.
All right, so I'm a seasonal employee.
Yes.
I worked this summer, I accrued 20 hours. You laid me off, it's seasonal.
Of course.
I come back.
Yes.
Do I get to keep those back or they go away?
You do get to keep them if you're rehired within 1 year of the date of termination. You have to be allowed to have the full balance available back to you on day one of the rehire date within 1 year. 1 year and 1 day.
So I don't have to wait 90 days.
You don't have to wait 90 days when you get rehired. you do have to start accruing right away, and you have the balance that was left over. So making sure you're tracking that information is very, very important.
Please tell me my payroll company can help me with this.
Absolutely. And if your payroll can't help you, please reach out to BlueLion and we can get you a payroll company who can. Every payroll company should be able to do accruals based on time worked. If they can't, you might be with a payroll company who's a little bit more archaic in their systems than they should be. So that's something you could absolutely reach out to us for, and we'll be able to help you with one of our awesome partners and vendors.
So really, I think my last question would be, if I have vacation time and sick time, do I get an extra week to go to Hawaii?
No, you have to only use the sick time for what the sick time is designed for, and it's not vacation leave. So it's making sure you're using it when you don't feel well and when you have to use those medical or dental appointments.
Anything else I need to know?
That's really it.
All right. Make sure you're liking, sharing, and subscribing to our videos so your friends can keep up with these laws like we are.